So this week, our webinars are going to cover how to add custom terms and conditions to your requests and how to edit custom fields. So I know a lot of times we have an end user who approves all the purchase orders before, who actually sends in the purchase order. And then we have buyers who get vendors to submit their quotes for the products or services they're looking for. So what we created was a system where you can create custom fields so that instead of entering in a regular text box just like this where it just says description, we created a system where you can add fields that the end users can easily just enter in. So this way, no one really has to think much about what they're requesting. They can just enter in model numbers, quantity, what department they're in, if you have multiple users, if you want shipping included, maybe what's the shipping zip code. I know a lot of times vendors ask that question. If it's a service you need, maybe the site location. If you are looking for a quote on the letterhead as well, like in a PDF format, if it's tax exempt, if maybe you're buying new Chromebooks and you need a warranty included, and if you would accept the equivalent or alternative product. So that kind of makes it easier, where I'm just going to give you guys an example of how this would work. So let's say we are looking for Chromebooks, just for example, and cases. You can just type in Chromebooks, and then here you can put model number XYZ. We're looking for 25. This is for the IT department. Yes, you want shipping included. It's going to 441. Doesn't have a site location. We want our quote on a PDF. You are tax exempt. You want warranty included. Maybe you want 3 years. And no alternatives. So what it would look like, just like a normal request, you put in your category. Hit publish. And all of your custom fields should appear. I'm just going to try that one more time. Seems we have just a little glitch. Well, just to show you where you can find them and how we can enter them in, not a big deal, right here. So just like this, I have all the custom fields I wrote in, model number, quantity, department. You can edit them or delete them. If things change, maybe you entered in a duplicate, don't worry, we can always delete them, edit them. And if you wanted to add a new one, you simply click Add New Custom Field. So what you can add in, as an example, would be, let's say you want color as well. So you would do color. You can do them as choices. So option 1, blue. If they're always going to be either blue or black, you can add another option, black. You can save that, and there's your next custom field. It's in a choices. Let's say you want to do brand. You can do checkboxes. So let's say you'll accept multiple brands. You can do Dell as one. We can do Apple as another. And we'll save that as well. So that's how you add them in. It's super easy. Add new custom field, fill in the blank. So that would be your label. And then if you have choices, checkboxes, currency, address, so if you're maybe having a price that you're looking for, price to beat You can change these up at any time if there's a certain date, address, text, which is multiple line items, if you want multiple or if you just want one. And just like that, we'll go back to your requests, click New Request, and they will appear right here. So color, we want blue. Brand, we're going to accept Dell and Apple, and the price to beat is $5,000. Super easy. So just like that, you're creating those custom fields to make it easier than to have to think about, what do I put in my details of the request? It's a no-brainer. It makes it super easy, and it helps everyone make the same request for quote. Keeps it all uniform. Just like a requisition form that you guys all have to fill out, this could be used in the same way. If there are certain specs on a requisition form you'd like to add in here as well, please go ahead. It's custom for your agency and they're optional. So just like this site location, if it's a product, you're not going to need a site location, but let's say you have a job walk plan and need to redo maybe some fences. You can just put the site location there. So let's see. So just like that, and then if we go back to my requests, let's see. Looks like the computer's a little bit slow today. Let me just refresh mine, because I know it is popping up. Let's see, I'm just going to edit it real quick. And see how let's say you had all this information in, you went and added in a couple more custom fields. Super easy, you can just click that edit button and then you'll be able to add it to your request as well. So let's just say we're using Dell and Apple, price to be, let's say 50,000. Don't put in a comma. You can even use your mouse to scroll and it'll change that number for you. So you can either go like this if you want it by pennies, by cents, or anything like that. Continue. You'll click save. And it should pop up. Sorry guys, some technical difficulties today again. Let's see, I'm just going to log out and log back in real quick. Anyone have any questions on custom fields? I'll show you guys how to get there again. Just go to settings and it's that custom fields area right here. Just like that. And these you can see there's probably at least 15 right here. So you can have as many as you'd like. There's no limit. You could have 1 or 2, or you can have 20 or 50, depending on how your agency works. So next I wanted to show you all what it looks like to add in custom terms and conditions. So how we get there is you click your name at the top right, go to settings. It'll appear in the My Agency tab. We have custom terms and conditions. So if your agency has certain terms and conditions that you need to that a vendor needs to fill out or maybe read and acknowledge before they can submit their pricing to you or submit their quote, you can even text it in here or you can drag and drop a file. It's super easy. Just scoot over just a little, drop it in right there. Terms and conditions, there's that PDF that I had. And you can even, please register on our site. Must be state registered. Just like that, you can type it in, you can attach it any way. Make sure you hit that save button. And then if you go back to my requests, Before a vendor can submit their quote to you, no, it was in this request right here. Sorry about that. It shows that they have to agree to your terms and conditions, just like that. So it shows you here, it'll pop up on your audit record as well, and in this chat box. So before they can even submit that quote to you, they have to read it, open up any files you attached, and then acknowledge it. Super, super easy. Again, just going to show you guys how to get there. Settings, My Agency. You can either type it or drag and drop a file. Don't forget to hit save. Custom fields, right next to My Agency. Again, settings, custom fields, and then you can add everything in here. Let's say you wanted to change or edit. So right now we have colors. Maybe you wanted to add blue in here, or we wanted to add red in as well, because maybe those are the only color. Those are your school colors and you want to get those as the cases or desks. Anything like that, you can add them, you can delete them. So we're not using blue anymore, just black and red. Hit that save, and there we go, the colors are edited. Just like that. Users, if you have anyone else you'd like to invite to your agency, please don't hesitate. Different departments are always welcome. You have an unlimited amount of users on GovQuote. Don't want you guys to forget that. Any department, any buyer, assistant, clerk can be a user on here, and they can publish requests as well. So that's really all we have today to go over. Just wanted to show you guys terms and conditions and then custom fields. Please feel free to use them, play around with them. Does anyone have any questions? You can just type them in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask a question. Anything that we can re-go over or help you with. No, she couldn't see it all. My account doesn't show it at all.
I saw it too. Okay.
Should.
Yeah, that's one.
No questions today, guys? We got a quiet bunch here today. Well, don't forget, if you do run into anything, I'm going to just put in the little chat box our email. So if you do have any questions you think of down the line, you can email us or log into your GovQuote account. There's this blue chat box right here at the bottom. You can chat us real quick, say, hey, need some help, can't find this. Chat us right there, and we're always here to help you as well. So it was a short, quick webinar today. We really do appreciate you all tuning in. We're always here to help you guys succeed. Our goal is to save you time and money in the long run. So, if you think of anything, or if you have any comments or things you don't like, things you really love, we'd love to hear it. If you have had success on our site, please let us know. But other than that, we are done for the day.